Hello again, this is Peter Phelps of Phelps 3D, and in this FreeCAD 0.16 tutorial, I'm continuing the guide rod assembly from this Engineering Design with Solidworks 2012 book by Daniel C. Planchard and Marie P. Planchard. And in this part of the exercise, as part 2, we're going to create the rod. Now I've made a small change to it due to the fact that I made a small change to the plate that was in part 1. So I'm going to start off, we're going to go over to part design. I'm going to create a sketch on the XZ plane, say OK. I'm going to start off by just creating a circle. Zoom in. I want to make sure that that circle is right on the origin. And we're going to set the radius here to 5. Say OK. We're going to close that. We're going to pad that. And it's going to be 99 millimeters because I'm going to be adding, its original dimension was 100, but I'm going to be adding a 1 millimeter part to the other end. So 99. Say OK. And then I'm going to select this. I'm going to create a sketch on it. I just flipped it around somehow. Cancel that. Cancel. I don't know what's going on. Let me get back to where I'm. So I don't know which view I'm at. Okay. Come on. I was trying to select that one. Okay, and we're going to draw a line. Make sure it's select that line again, and it's going to be 6 millimeters. And you want to make sure that it's symmetric. Bring it up so that it's touching there. And then we're going to create a arc. And we're going to set that radius to 5. Make make sure that these are connected. Come on. Sorry. I don't know why my computer is so unresponsive when it's running this. Now, I want to make sure that it's slightly outside the line there and say close. We're going to use that sketch to pocket, and we're going to pocket that 15 millimeters. Say OK. And so now I got a sketch still there. And then I'm going to select this again, create another sketch. And create a circle, 2 circles actually. Make sure that they're all pinned to the, and then set the radiuses outer one to 3.5 and the inner one to 1.5. Now you may be wondering why they whoops. Now the radiuses on the other part were 4 millimeters, right? Or the diameter, they were 2 millimeters. But you're setting these to 1.5 mostly because if you were going to have someone do this and they were doing a machine shop type work, they would drill a smaller hole and then tap that to be. Now for some reason this book's using almost a whole millimeter, but I'm sure that there's probably less than that is actually needed as far as tolerance, but we're going to go by what the book says. And then we're going to pad that. That's going to be 10 millimeters. And I'm going to select this edge here. I'm going to fillet it. I mean, not fillet it, chamfer it one. Say OK. And then I want to switch around so I'm looking at it. Oops. This end. And I'm going to create another sketch. No, I want it on that sketch. Why does it keep doing that? Sorry, I don't know why it's not selecting the. I don't want this. Okay. Okay, creating a circle. Set the radius of that circle to 2.5. Make sure that it's in the center. Close. And then we're going to pad that 1mm. I'm going to take and chamfer that. But I'm going to just go 0.75. Say okay. Then I'm going to select this face right there. Create a sketch. Hopefully it's where it's supposed to be. That's going to be at 1.5. And this time we're going to pocket. And we're going to say 10. Say okay. So that's our shaft. Woohoo! So that, rod, that was on, or began on page 1-68 of that book. And so then I'm just going to save. I'll say this is part 2. Save. And that's the end of the tutorial for part 2. Please follow on to part 3. Thank you.